our mission here is all about keeping technicians who work on electric vehicles, emergency services safe when they're working on or around these electric vehicles. So as an automotive training provider, we've been training technicians to work on this technology since 2017, how to power down electric vehicles, the awareness around the dangers of working around electric vehicles, so how to work on them safely. Yeah. So our experience comes from the time that we've been involved in the training, but also we carry out a lot of CPD for ourselves, so continuous professional development. So ourselves as trainers will go on courses and we'll get involved in projects around electric vehicles, like with the emergency services and the fire services. So we started off as a small company looking after our local garages, fast became a national company, award-winning company for training. That carried to international candidates that come over to us from Argentina, Brazil, America, Spain, all over the world. They come for our training. Somebody who owns an EV is understanding the maintenance around them to ensure that when there is a problem, because like any car, whether it's a petrol or a diesel vehicle, they do go wrong or they need servicing. So I think the awareness around making sure that they use a reputable garage to maintain that vehicle is key. Making sure the personnel is trained to work on that vehicle competently to ensure that it has been repaired properly or serviced correctly using the correct, for instance, coolant, and can lead to problems if they've not been repaired properly. Ensuring that our emergency services understand the dangers of when they approach an electric vehicle. Let's say it's been involved in a collision. We want to make sure that first and foremost that our emergency services are safe. So during our journey as a training provider, we saw as part of our CPD, our continuous professional development, we wanted to know more about thermal runaway or abnormal thermal runaway. So we embarked on a training program over in Norway where we set fire to some vehicles under controlled conditions with a company called Park Lodge International. That for us was a real eye-opener to the challenges that the firefighters face, and where some of these vehicles are being charged or parked. It sort of brought it home to us, the challenges that the fire service have. Eventually when we were introduced and we saw the EV FirePro, key for me was that catching the abnormal thermal runaway early was absolutely pivotal. We have things like fire cloaks that we can put over the vehicle, but it's sort of too late. It's already gone into thermal runaway, it's causing damage to other vehicles and buildings. That early warning of EV FirePro with that thermal wire that will set off the equipment automatically and inform emergency services at that early stage, allowing that time to stop that damage, for me was just a perfect solution. Even with the people we had in the room, there's a lack of understanding of what a battery pack is. Props that we have here showing them batteries out of the vehicle, showing them batteries in the vehicle, looking at the vehicle from underneath and how exposed it is to the road network and could get damaged quite easily. And also talking about poor maintenance and repair, things like that, was a bit of an eye-opener for some of the people that attended yesterday. And then when we demonstrated the EV FirePro, they could actually see what it's tackling, what's going on underneath the vehicle. They could envisage what was going on underneath the vehicle after seeing a vehicle themselves from underneath. Because a lot of people don't get the chance to see this in real life. What separates us from other training providers, I don't mean all, but we really care about the outcome. We want people to leave here with confidence that they know how to do the job that we've trained them to do. Not just walk away with a certificate, but they can actually competently repair that vehicle. I think that definitely separates us. Quality over quantity is what we're about. Our relationship with the fire service, the emergency responders, I think it just brings it all nicely together from a technical side of what's inside the battery or the technical stuff, the challenges that the first responders have. Bringing that together, I think, is really niche, and we are, with the incredible Firewires and Martin Lau, we put together something that nobody else can.